So hi, nandito na tayo sa ledger. So kung hindi mo pa napanood yung part 1, panoorin niyo muna yung part 1, no, para mas maintindihan mo kung saan nanggaling tong mga amount sa ledger. Okay? So proceed tayo sa ledger po. Okay. So number 1, tapos na tayo sa journalize all transaction using the chart of accounts. So kung makikita nyo, again, ito yung chart of account natin. So yan po. Now ang gagawin natin is ipopost natin to sa ledger, lahat ng journal entry natin last time. So last time we have journal entry. Now ito yung mga naging journal entry natin. Tanggalin muna natin itong mga naka-highlight. So, alam ko naman na familiar kayo sa ledger na ipopost lang to. So, ganito po yung technique, no, sa pag-post ng sa ledger. Okay, wag po muna natin papansinin yung mga naka-blue kasi that is for adjusting entry. So, again, paano ba maglagay ng ledger? So, we have zero cell phone repair, title natin, then ledger, then for the month ended October 31, 2024. Actually, this should be December 31, 2024 pag natapos natin yung okay, let's say for the year end na lang to kasi natapos natin yung taon eh. Kasi ang problem na to is accounting cycle. Okay, for the year ended December 31, 2024. So, unahin natin ulit yung mga cash, no? Kung unahin natin lahat, okay, ganito lang po ulit yung technique. Okay, sorry po. Ganito lang ulit yung technique para sa ledger. So, uubusin po natin lahat yan, no? So, lahat kasi yan magkakaroon ng amount. So, we have yung asset, cash. Unahin muna natin lahat ng cash, no? So, ito yung technique po. Since meron tayo ditong cash, hanapin natin sa journal natin lahat ng cash. So, meron tayong cash. October 1. October 2, meron tayong cash, which is credit, no? October 7, meron din tayong cash, naka-credit. October 8, meron din tayong cash. October 10, meron tayong cash. And October 11, meron din tayong cash. October 17, wala tayong cash. At on October 20, meron tayong cash. October 27, meron tayong cash. October 30, meron tayong cash. Okay. Now, gagawin natin, ipopost lang natin to sa ledger. So, October 1, we have 300,000 pesos. Ilagay lang natin yung una natin is ilagay lang po natin yung explanation and date. October 1, meron tayong 300,000 pesos. So, that is correct. Naka-debit po. Kasi sa journal, naka-debit din po siya. No? Okay, naka-debit din. Next, we have October 3, both computer. Tingnan natin ulit sa journal. We have naka-credit po. No? Kasi bumili tayo ng computer, 50,000. Mapasin nyo, naka-credit. Kung nilagay ko doon sa computer, we have credit 50,000, no? So, same lang siya. October 7, both supplies. Naka-credit ba siya? Opo, naka-credit. Kasi nga, bumili tayo ng supplies. So, naka-credit. Ilagay din natin sa credit side. And receive cash from ADRA. October 8. So, October 8, meron tayong na-receive. So, naka-debit siya na. Naka-debit. Okay, ganyan lang po yung technique. Then, ilagay lang po natin ulit sa ledger. 100,000. Paid 1 yearly, 60,000. Naka-credit ba? Opo, naka-credit yung cash natin. We have paid 1 year, 60,000. Then, receive cash from iPhone Bini, which is 11. Okay, 11, meron tayong cash. Naka-debit po yung 80,000. So, loan to Ralph, meron tayong na-receive na 10,000 sa pag-utang natin. Now, October 20, check din natin ulit sa journal. So, tama po, no? October 20, we have 10,000 Then October 11, receive cash from iPhone Bini. Ito yung explain natin, no? Mahaba na unearned revenue siya, pero actually may na-receive tayong pera even though hindi pa natin na-render yung service. So tama ba? Okay, tama po, no? Receive iPhone Bini, naka-debit po yung 80,000. So debit din dito. Then we have October 20, naka-debit din yung 10,000 pesos. October 20, naka-debit din ng 10,000 pesos. 20, yes, tama po, 10,000. October 27, nagbayad tayo ng electricity. That is actually expense. Tama din po, no? Naka-credit siya na 1,300. So, tama po. And withdrawal personal expense, 50,000. Okay po, naka-credit din po yan sa journal natin. Okay, so lahat yan GJ1. Bakit? Kasi lahat yan General Journal 1. No? Okay, wag muna natin papansinin yung naka-blue po, no? Kasi for adjusting entry pa yan. Okay. Then, lagay natin lahat ng amount. Sir, paano po nakuha yung nasa second item? Okay, paano po ito nakuha? Okay, again, naka-debit to. Normal balance po ng cash is debit, no? So, 300,000. Naka-credit yung cash natin. So, ma-minus tayo. Since ang normal increase niya is naka-debit. 300,000 minus 50,000 to 50,000. Then, may labas ulit tayong pera. 250,000 minus 70,000, 180,000. Then, may na-receive naman tayong pera kasi nga dinebit natin. 100,000, add lang po natin. That is 280,000. Then, may nabawas na pera na 60,000. So, deduct lang natin na 220,000. Then, may na-receive ulit tayong pera. That is 80,000. So, add lang natin 220 plus 80. That is 300,000. Then, ang 300,000 naman, may dagdagan naman tayo kasi nga nagutang tayo na October 20. So, 310,000. Then, deduct 1,300 kasi nga nagbayad tayo ng utilities expense. So, that is 308,700. Then, add 50,000. Deduct actually 50,000 kasi nag-withdraw tayo ng personal expenses is 258,700. So, that's yun po ang ating amount. Kahit wala pa tayong adjusting entry, no? So, wag muna natin tong pansinin kasi mamaya pa to, no? Na adjusting entry. So, we have accounts receivable. Meron ba tayong accounts receivable? Meron po. That is October 17. Kasi kung mapapansin mo, sa October 17, meron tayong accounts receivable na 40,000. So, highlight natin, no? Since para hindi tayo mamali. So, that is 40,000. Meron tayong 40,000 sa accounts receivable. Now, we have prepaid rent expense. So, paano naman, sir, pag sa prepaid rent expense? October 10, may nangyari ba sa October 10? We have October 10. Tingnan po natin na meron tayong October 10. Kahit punta message ba, isa lang po ang naging prepaid rent natin. So, that is worth 60,000. Prepaid rent, so 60,000 pesos. We have supplies. Ano bang meron? October 2. No, supplies is October 7. So, may namali tayo, no? So, that is actually October 7. So, ayusin po natin, October 7. Okay, so, October 7, meron tayong 70,000 pesos. So, 70,000 pesos. So, supplies. So, highlight po natin. Ibig sabihin, pag hin-highlight natin, meaning, tapos na natin siyang ilagay sa ledger. Okay, we have supplies. Okay, wag po muna nating papansinin yung mga naka-blue kasi next process pa yan, no? So, we have office equipment. Since meron na tayong office equipment, both computer. October 3 ba yun? Computer? Yes, office equipment. So, that is, meron na tayong October 3. So, office equipment, 50,000 pesos. Naka-credit ba? This should be debit. Kasi nga, office equipment should be debit, no? Okay, so we have debit 50,000 pesos. Okay, that is being an auditor, no? Pag auditor ka kasi, correct mo yung gawa ng accountant. So, 50,000. Tama po na. Next, we have, mali pa ba tayo sa iba? Tingnan nga muna na, check lang natin. Okay, tama po, no? So, we have accumulated deposition. Wala pa to, no? Actually, wala pa to kasi sa adjusting entry pa to mangyayari. Okay, naka-blue siya na. Huwag muna nating papansinin. We have accounts payable. Meron tayong utang noong October 20. We have cash and accounts payable. Nagkaroon tayo ng utang kan Ralph. So, that is 10,000. So, highlight natin kasi tapos na to. Tapos na to, we have 10,000 pesos, October 20. October 20, tapos na natin ang accounts payable. Unearned revenue, this is actually on October 11. Again, remember si Binishina, no? October 11, meron tayong nangyari. So, that is worth 80,000 naka-credit po, no? 80,000 pesos. Credit then, 80,000. Nalagay na natin sa ledger. Huwag muna natin pansinin yung mga December 31 kasi sa adjusting entry pa yan, no? So, we have Cyrus Capital. Again, unang problem to, pinakaunang journal entry, we have cash and Cyrus Capital. Ilalagay doon na natin to sa ledger, no? So, ilagay natin sa ledger. We will tapos na natin yung Cyrus Capital. So, that is worth 10,000. Normal balance niya is credit. Okay, we have account rate of Cyrus withdrawal. Nangyari to actually on October 31. 31 ba? Okay, October 31. Okay, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Okay, now there is 31 na. So, this is October 31. Mag-withdraw tayo. Highlight po natin. 50,000 pesos. So, Cyrus withdrawal. Meron na tayong 50,000. Then, we have service revenue. So, service revenue naman, ano yung nangyari? Dalawa lang po ang nangyari ng service revenue. We have October 8 and October 17. So, check natin sa journal kung tama ba. We have service revenue ng October 8. Tama. Meron tayong service revenue. Naka-credit po na. Credit side. So, kung ilalagay mo, kung naka-credit doon, lagay din natin naka-credit doon po. So, service revenue, we have, yes, lagi naman itong credit ng service revenue. Billed customer Camille, October 17. October 17, meron pa tayong October 17. So, natin, that is for 40,000 pesos. October 17. And we have, ano na ba? Saan na ba tayo? Service revenue na. Okay, tama. Okay, itong blue, wag muna natin papansinan din yung red kasi for closing entries yan. So, we have 140,000. Okay, paano po itong nakuha? Again, service revenue, credit side, 100,000. Then, since ang normal balance ng service revenue is always on the credit side, we will add 40,000 kasi same sila, nature, no? 40,000. 100,000 plus 40,000, 140,000 pesos. Okay, next we have rent expense. Mayroon bang nangyari? No, wala pong rent expense na lalagay tayo sa journal entry kasi sa adjusting entry pa to. Depende sa problem na. Since wala pa to, wag muna nating papansinin yung rent expense. Now, next we have utilities expense. Mayroon bang nangyari? Actually, ala to natin, no? Electricity lang to. Okay, sa electricity natin, we have meron tayo na. So, i-highlight lang natin. Since na-record na natin, naka-debit siya, 1,300 pesos. So, that is utilities expense, 1,300. Now, next, we have supplies expense. Wala pa to, no? Kasi naka-blue. That is for adjusting entry pa. Oops! Okay, next, we have income summary and expense depreciation. That is actually for post-closing entries and that is for adjusting entry. Okay, tapos na tayo sa pag-ledger. Okay, madali lang po ang ledger kasi ipopost lang po natin lahat ng na-record natin from the journal, no? So, kung ito yung journal natin na ginawa, ipopost lang po natin to doon. Kung napansin nyo, na-highlight ko lahat kasi na-record ko rin lahat sa ledger. Okay, so proceed tayo sa next video for adjusting entries. So, ito yung problem sa adjusting entries, no? we have problem here sa adjusting entries. Okay, December 31 supplies on hand was 20,000 pesos. December 31, Sir Cyrus fixed Binishina and gave it back to her. December 31, received cash for the service rendered to Camille from October 17, 2024 transaction. And December 31, prepare adjusting entry for the year end for prepaid rent expense. And December 31, prepare adjusting entry for depreciation of computer. So, sa next video po to na for adjusting entries. So, update lang natin. Tapos na natin yung pag-journalize. Tapos na natin to. Tapos na din natin i-post to the ledger. So, next video, we will create an adjusted trial balance. Okay? Tapos na natin ledger. Create na tayo ng unadjusted trial balance. Okay? Hindi pa pala muna tayong prepare adjusting entries. I'm so sorry. So, prepare muna tayo ng unadjusted trial balance. Kasi, unang mangyayari pala is ipopost from ledger, gagawin natin is gagawa tayo ng unadjusted. Then, meron tayong mga adjustment na adjusting entry. Then, pag naayos natin yung adjusting entry, ilalagay natin sa worksheet. Then, adjust ulit natin yung ledger. Actually, pagkatapos pala ng adjusting entry, gagawa na tayo ng adjusted trial balance. Kasi a-adjust natin yung ledger. Okay? Anyway, sunod-sunod po natin tong video, no? So, again, tapos na natin yung pag-post ng ledger. So, see you on the next video for the unadjusted trial balance. Again, tapos na natin tong i-post. Then, ito na. Huwag muna natin pansinin yung mga naka-blue. Sorry. And next video na po tayo.